Mr. Wrong. Another name that we have heard quite a lot during my readings. I also see we can see your name a couple more times. I believe the last one we had of you, Mr. Wrong, was 2511, which was the the Kappas who were in Mongolia, who teleported, who, like, you know, teleported to Mongolia if they crossed a certain part in the water. Yeah, that was the last one we had for Mr. Wrong. Now we have a big ship load. Here we go. Euclid, previously safe. Interesting, like how, like, we had a safe that became Euclid as well, and that was like crossed out. Well, I'm going to sleep. Bye. Bye, Casabon. Thank you again for joining. Sleep well. The Afro's review. In the meantime, Crazy is still going to stay around. I think. I hope. Special containment procedures. SCP-2596 is to be kept in a modified containment chamber at Reliquary Site 25, equipped with water drain, flooring, and transparent plexiglass ceiling. The water drain is to be connected to a storage chamber underneath the containment chamber. The storage chamber is to be empty once per week. Subject... I'm here. Nice. Subject placed on SCP-2596 for at least 1 minute. Continuously are to be treated with wounds upon the exit from SCP-2596. Under normal circumstances, subjects placed on SCP-2596 are required to exit SCP-2596 when they are placed there for 2.5 minutes continuously. Approval from Project Head 2596 is required for experiments involving a subject placed on SCP-2596 for at least 3 minutes continuously. Description: SCP-2596 is a wooden raft with a surface area of 2.5 meters squared. Okay. It is constructed entirely from wooden shards affixed together via an adhesive agent. Oh god. Due to its makeshift appearance, irregularly shaped openings are found throughout SCP-2596. Following the event of Experiment 4, the openings secrete non-anomalous fresh water at a constant rate of 100 milliliters per second. Therefore, SCP-2596 has sustained significant water damage. Human placed on SCP-2596 hereon referred to as subjects will immediately experience visual and auditory hallucinations. They will consistently perceive the environment to be an overcast area of high brightness levels. Auditory hallucinations primarily involve words spoken to the subject's arterial language, urging them to forget or turn back. Despite apparent similarities with Dildo Sponge, Dr. Kleff's proposal. Well. It's been a while since I read you. Oh, one Dr. Kleff's proposal. It's been a hot minute. 5 years since I read you. Actually, just not 5 years yet, because I did start when COVID was truly a thing. So like, I think I started like around summer of 2020. So almost, we're getting there. We're getting there. Subject retains sufficient agency to choose not to comply with the auditory hallucination and any ties to Dildo Sponge. It seemed to be either superficial or coincidental. As subject remain on SCP-2596 for continuous duration, puncture wounds will manifest on their palms and feet. Do I wanna... I'm going to state the obvious here. If subjects leave SCP-2596 while the wounds are manifesting, further manifestation will cease upon exit. If subjects remain on SCP-2596 for more than 3 minutes continuously, they will vanish instantaneously. Their clothes are an accessory except for jewelry implants. Piercings will remain on SCP-2596. Your implants will stay. That is, that must be painful. And piercings as well. Just like... In addition, the subject's blood will secrete from the opening on SCP-2596, with the only known exception being the event of Experiment 3. Prior to vanishment, subjects are capable of exiting SCP-2596 if they desire so. SCP-2596 was discovered in the basement of a private property near Lake Geneva on 2005. The property served as a safe house for the Veracruz heresy, a now defunct minor heretical sect consisting of Calvinist defectors from the Horizon Initiative. Its core tenet is the application of anomalous objects with the intent of entering heaven alive. Below is an excerpt of the pamphlet circulating among sect members urging them to attend a gathering on 2005. Well, there goes my nose ring again. I don't have any piercings, I'm fine, I'm safe. Oh boy. I already read this part, right? Yeah. Then 1, the selected experiment logs. Document alpha for a complete list of experiment logs. So here we go. Experiment number 3, subject D8375. Protocol D8375 is to remain on SCP-2596 for a duration of 5 minutes. Results D8375 reports hallucinations consistent with previous experiments involving SCP-2596. Wounds on palms and ankles have manifested after the 1 minute mark. After the 3 minute mark, D8735 spontaneously disappears. Subject clothes remain on SCP-2596. Nah, don't tell me you say, like, wait. Sorry, like, I zonked out, did I miss something? Experiment 4. Subject D8376. Protocol D8376 is to remain on SCP-2596 for a duration of 5 minutes. A GPS device has been implanted underneath the subject's skin. Ew, that's not going to go with them. Results: D8376 reports hallucination consistent with previous experiment involving SCP-2596. Wounds on palms and ankles have manifested after the 1 minute mark. After the 3 minute mark, D8736 spontaneously disappears. The numbers were mixed up there. It's supposed to be D8376, not 8736. Spontaneously disappears in blood belonging to D8376. Still wants a strawberry milkshake. I gotta give her one. Secretes from SCP-2596. Strawberry milkshake. GPS device and subject clothes remain on SCP-2596. Oh, okay. Here we go. About 3 hours following the experiment, SCP-2596 begins to secrete a constant supply of non-anomalous fresh water. Object class was subsequently raised to Euclid for additional maintenance. Okay. Addendum 2. On 2006, MTF-A-26 conducted a raid on a Project Malia stronghold at Astrakhan, Russia. A person resembling DA375 was among the persons apprehended from the stronghold. Oh, okay. So then he was later verified via valid identification tattoos and he was subsequently interrogated. So he did not vanish around if he teleported somewhere. View interview log 2596-D8375-1. Okay, so here we go. Agent Ahmad bin Abrahim. The following interview aims to gain insight regarding the interviewee's whereabouts following the event of Experiment 3. It's conducted in Arabic. D8375, peace be upon you. It has been a while since your disappearance, yes? I didn't disappear. You people put me on a piece of wood and sent me away. I suppose you recall your last test with my colleagues? D8375 raises his palms, both of which were bandaged. I see that you were treated for those injuries. No thanks to you people. I can assure you that this was not intentional. We did not understand the phenomenon well enough then. It's still the case now. So we need information. So help us out. It is by God's will that you return to us today. God's willing. Okay, what do you want to know? Let's start from where you went to after vanishing from the raft. I didn't know where it was exactly, but I was there before I knew it, and the first thing I saw were half a dozen Christians and Muslims armed with AK-47s. And how did you deduce that? Most of them were obviously Christians with the strange cross with a diagonal line across the vertical one. The others were definitely Muslim. I think I can recognize my people, so to speak. Okay, how did they respond to your presence? I begged for their mercy. If you were in my situation, you would too. I mean, I was naked and in no position to do anything. But unfortunately, they realized I mean them no harm, and gave me something to recover myself. I was lucky too. When I appeared, they looked ready to gun me down. Do you know why they spared you? Maybe a moment of mercy? Anyway, they then interrogated me, asked me if I know anything about entering heaven alive, where I was from, and did you tell them about us? I was in no position to lie. What about the place you appeared in? Any distinct features? I was standing on wood, but I disposed of it at their orders. There. The men who greeted me when I arrived, they made me help out their base since then. Mostly manual labor. Reminds me a little bit of Stargate, the whole like story, you know. Because like even in Stargate, it's also like traveling to a different time, you know. And since you're like the modern military, they give the guns to like Egyptians building the pyramid times. Well, the pyramids were already built, but like, you know what I mean. Can you elaborate on the manual labor? Physical stuff. They would ask me to clean up the stronghold sometimes. My first task was to help them dispose of several bags of ashes in the Volga. Do you know any details about those ashes? I was told that they belonged to fools who thought they would enter heaven, but instead walked towards their deaths. But I should not pray for their souls at all. You weren't expecting a gunpowder? Yeah, nobody. I don't think anybody was. Next thing you know, the Spanish Inquisition shows up. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. I see. So you have been working with those people since then? I have no other options. Look at me. I'm an Arab stranded in a foreign land. Besides, they told me they were doing God's work and how I can do God's work indirectly by helping them. After what I went through in my life, I needed that. So did those people tell you what they were disposing the wood? Told me that it was no longer needed. I know after I sawed off the wood, it was suddenly splattered with blood. And there were slices of flesh lying on the floor. At least the tattoo was still visible. What kind of tattoo was it? The same kind of tattoo you people gave me. Gestures to his chest and right wrist where identification tattoos are present. The number is the only one after mine. Although I did not know the person. Anyway, they then instructed me to burn everything. Does that include the wood? Yes. And I dumped the ashes into the Volga. They should still be there, I think. I see. Do you have anything else to say? Yeah. Keep me away from those people. I think they blame me for your people's attack on them. Their mercy runs thin. I can appeal for you, but no promises. Bless you. HM Ahmad has submitted an E-Class application for D8375 on the reason that he has been affected by SCP-2596 previously and due to potential knowledge regarding Project Malleus, pending approval. Addendum 3. Since... Oh, sorry. Class 6. Water secreted from SCP-2596 is identified to be a mixture of fresh water and human saliva. In significantly high proportions. Subsequent meta-analysis indicates a DNA match with precipitation samples obtained. We are secondary instances of SCP-2196. 898. 2198. The fucking cloud has spit on you, of course. Yeah. Okay. In response, senior researcher Hamlin has hypothesized a spatial anomaly between SCP-2596 and an area affected by a secondary instance of SCP-2198 using data expunged. That's in the future. Meteorological data has been cross-referenced, and about 100 locations in central Russia have been listed as potential exit points from SCP-2596. What the hell? Oh, that was my phone. I thought it was outside. I was like, what kind of noise is that? Usage of SCP-2596 is hypothesized to allow Foundation personnel to pinpoint the exact coordinates of the aforementioned exit points. However, implementation is currently put... Just making sure something, yeah. However, implementation is currently put on hiatus due to the low priority and ethical concerns. Interesting. I did think like the whole, like, you know, puncture wounds on the hands and feet are very like Jesus, symbolic to Jesus. But the fact that he bumped into a bunch of like Christians and Muslims fighting against each other kind of makes sense. I wonder if this boat, like, I'm not wise enough or knowledgeable enough to talk about this, but I wonder if like if this boat is a mixture of both religions. You know what I mean? Like if there's like some Muslim belief that is with that boat, and then some Christian belief, and that is the combination of what's happening with it, with the people that get on the boat. So that's what I'm just wondering if that's like the case. Again, I'm not very knowledgeable about Muslim religion, so I cannot really. I'm not going to throw any like assumptions out there and be disrespectful. But yeah, like I think I wonder if it is the case, and I wonder if somebody's going to tell me about that.